Little bit more, 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 little bit more. I hope you understand what I'm saying to you. A little bit more, a little bit more. Never had a relationship, now I'm telling you.
Man, you better send that shit to Hayden. What's happening, YouTube? It's KMega405 live from the 405, where I'm just your regular gamer talking to the intelligent gamers out there. Now, if you have not checked out my boy Xbot44H channel, please do. And we had our podcast tonight. We have it every Saturday night. It's 6 p.m. Eastern. It's 5 p.m. Central, and I think it's like 3 p.m. Pacific or whatever. But you know, check us out. It's a very unique podcast because it shows the panels, even our special guests, if they choose to make a bring some gameplay, shows everybody's gameplay, and it shows the diversity of the group, of what kind of games do they like. It's not all bro shooters, it's just basically everybody plays different stuff, and especially my gameplay is the best, so of course. But no, on all seriousness, Xbot and his wife, On Snapsuckers, are really good people. Everybody on the panel is really good people, so check out the channel, subscribe to Xbot448, subscribe to everybody that's on that panel, and just check it out, man. I'm sure you'll definitely like it, man. It's different and it's unique, and it was our 6th month. We're growing, but it's just it's just a lot of fun every Saturday. But enough of the plug. Let's get on to the video. Now, I know everybody has had their bell rung one way, shape, or another. If you got clocked across the head by somebody, or if you were under a hood, or you was walking and got hit by a locker, walked to the wall, whatever the case may be. We've all had our bell rung. We've all had that sensation of where we're incoherent, where we're kind of lost, right? That's kind of what happened in 2013 with Microsoft. And they got hit. Sony was hitting them with them right lefts. They was putting them hands on them, and they had a masterful, skillful attack. Regardless of fanboys that want to say, "Oh, it was cheat, it was undercutting," it was business, and Sony made the right decisions. They had the momentum coming into the next generation because they had the games, while Xbox was receding because they were going into the way of what PlayStation is doing right now. They just implemented this, both reversed. But regardless of all that being said, at that first year and a half, maybe even you could say maybe 2 years, it almost, especially that first year, it almost made you feel, because from every YouTube channel to from the media, from everywhere you looked, it almost made it seem like you made the wrong choice of purchasing an Xbox One. And I know a lot of Xbox people can relate to that. And then on top of that, you had the 360 crowd that still was in love with the 360. The Xbox One was completely different, did not feel right. And a lot of people was just like, I'm going to wait. The price is a little bit too steep. I just want to wait. So it took them around almost 2 years before they really decided to go ahead and move on and get an Xbox One. But this is the thing. There was a few YouTube channels, Next Gen was definitely one of the first that were having a voice, that was saying everything was going to be okay, that there was going to be some kind of direction being changed. Now, I remember it perfectly when there was YouTubers out there just clowning everybody that was an early adopter of the X1 because they lowered the price around when Titanfall came out. And they were just basically calling us fools that we bought this system at full price when now it's dropped because they're desperate. It's over. It's pretty much done, The funny thing about that is that a lot of people got salty. A lot of people was thinking about, you know what, I'm going to trade in my Xbox and I'm going to give me a PlayStation 4. I'm going to go where the gamers are. I'm going for the players. A lot of people did. A lot of Xbox 360 people, they heard so much negative press, from YouTubers, from people that they've listened to maybe for a couple of months, for years, that they trusted, and they realized that this system wasn't the system for them. They were going to the PlayStation 4. Now, we fast forward 3 years. Everything seems to be on its back. Those small YouTube channels that was whispering and saying that this thing is like this, there's issues, there's problems, there's something not right about all these delays, it's getting so apparent now that it's more of a whisper. It's like a foghorn into your ear. And now the PlayStation community, not all of them, most definitely not all of them, but now more and more are starting to voice their displeasure with what's going on with PlayStation. Now, there's some fussing going on, but it was nowhere near as bad as, like a year and a half into the generation where people was thinking that Microsoft was going to sell the Xbox brand to the highest bidder. They were just saying, throw in the towel. It's over. Yeah, it was getting ugly, Jack, but something happened. Something happened, and Sony stumbled. Sony has made some of the worst decisions. I don't know if it's overconfidence. I don't know if it's just being paranoid, but whatever just happened, just in a matter of another year and a half, maybe just in the last 5, 6, 7 months, Microsoft has come back like nobody's business. In a crazy 2016 year, you could talk about how crazy the election was. You could talk about, the Cubs coming back from a 3-1 deficit to beat the Indians. You could talk about the Cavs coming back to beat the Warriors. You could talk about my Thunder and Judas losing to the Warriors when they had a 3-1 lead. It has been so many crazy things happening this year. It is like it's the return of the comeback kid. And Microsoft is looking stronger and better than ever. They got coherent. They got their footing. And because Sony didn't hit them with the final blow to make them be crushed this generation and let them look forward to making a making an Xbox 2 or Xbox 720, whatever the hell they was going to call about it, they have given them guys an opening and have now got the world set on fire by just a mere word, and that is Scorpio. Everything that PlayStation has done has basically set themselves back. If you have the best console, why? Why would you want to try to tell your fan base we have something that's better than that? Instead of saying that this is an upgrade for you if you want to get a 4K television, why would you tell these people that go buy this Pro, then go buy a PlayStation VR, and then if if you're cheap, poor, you can buy the Slim, and you don't have any true games to show. Now, of course, there's some games that goes with the PlayStation VR, but I mean, let's be real here. Who's really going to sit there and have the PlayStation VR on their head for 8 to 10, from 6 to 8 to 10 hours a day? That's a console. That's what you do with games on a console. Trust me, if you do play on the PlayStation VR that long, you're going to be blind or you're going to get eye herpes, one or the other, but that's just what it is. But Xbox is like, I'm back, bitches. PlayStation has gambled. Now we're going to see what happens with this gamble, because they only have a small window. No, some people laugh at the Nintendo Switch, but the fact of it is that there's going to be people that's going to consider it, and it's also going to dominate the Japanese market. You also have right around the corner the reveal of the Scorpio, and then you have E3, and then once they start showing those games from E3 from the Scorpio, it's a wrap. So if you start seeing any type of price reductions between now and the next 5 months, then you definitely know that they're really panicking. So of course it's still early, but voices are starting to get loud. PlayStation, you better start giving Sony, you better start letting these games come out. But I'd like to hear your thoughts about it. Hit that sub button if you haven't subbed to me yet, and hit that like button. Everybody have a good one. Peace.
My kick game so Dwayne Wayne, all that's missing is the flip ups and the fade. I got Whitley's for days. Kanishiwa, it's not a game, no. Riches in the bitches, what I came for. Then I switched my angle. Was unchained like I'm the Django. Now that shit dangle to my